Have you ever watched a show with your favorite celebrity? If so, what would you do if you met them on the street the very next day? Would you fangirl over them, or would you just sit and have a genuine conversation with them? Were they the kindest person you've ever met? If so, it was probably Patrick Swayze, or his ghost. I grew up loving Patrick Swayze's movies. Loving them so much with my family, to the point of my sister naming her car Swayze because it was such a big jack of all trades compared to her old car that it was all manual everything. Patrick Swayze was a man of many talents, with the kindest heart, and was always looking out for not only his family, but his fans. Let's start with dancing, stardom, and having fun. Patrick Swayze was a dancer, a hit, and knew how to have fun while doing it all. Now, we have to start with how he was born a dancer. Patrick Swayze was born on August 18th, 1952 in Houston, Texas, according to biography.com. He was raised to love dance, specifically through his mother Patsy, who was the director of the Houston Jazz Ballet Company. He danced his way through school until one day he was bullied to the point of giving up dancing. However, he still did gymnastics, football, and swimming through his high school career. These sports offered him many scholarships, including ones with football and gymnastics specifically. This led him to a choice. This choice was to choose where he was going to continue his career and what he would continue his career in. He chose to go to San Jacinto College in Houston, Texas, to take on a career in gymnastics. According to biography.com, 2 years after this, he left school and toured with the Disney Parade on Ice show, starring as Snow White's Prince Charming. After that, he had a New York City change. In 1972, Patrick Swayze moved to New York City to take on a career with Harkness and Jeffrey Ballet Companies. But soon after working for these two companies, Swayze had a short-lived employment with the Elliott Feld Ballet Companies, or company. When a previous football injury came up with his knee and he had to have knee surgery, his career with the Elliott Feld Ballet Company came to an end. But through all of this just was the beginning of Patrick Swayze's amazing dancing career. Now, after realizing he was a dancer, Patrick Swayze became an up-and-coming star. Patrick Swayze decided to go onto a bigger dancing platform when he starred in his first Broadway debut in Good Time Charlie. He was next seen in West Side Story and Grease. His role as Danny Zuko in the Broadway musical Grease led him to his very first movie premiere in Skatetown, USA as a vigilante roller skater. Thus, after joining the TV industry, he was seen in many more shows, including MASH as a leukemia patient and the TV show The Outsiders. Overall, Dirty Dancing was the true fame for Patrick Swayze. If you ever ask anybody what movie they know Patrick Swayze by, this is the one. Another movie that brought him true fame was Roadhouse, a completely different atmosphere from Dirty Dancing. This just proves just how much Patrick Swayze could play any part in any movie. This led him to adaptations to bigger changes. Patrick Swayze shot a TV show while fighting off pancreatic cancer. He was told he had a 5% chance of living, but that just couldn't stop him. Through this, while filming the TV show The Beast, he had 14 to 16 hour days of filming and would go home and do chemo on top of it. This man would never give up. Here's a fun fact for you. While Patrick Swayze was filming Skatetown, USA, he owned a carpentry business in case the filming industry did not work out for him. Obviously, that didn't happen. But his carpentry business was called Nepotism Incorporated. It was called Nepotism Incorporated because it was owned by him and one of his brothers. And so it's two different sides. But through it all, Patrick Swayze lived through an outstanding career and lived life to the fullest. He lived a life that many actors and actresses wish they could have lived. This just goes to prove that he was, in fact, a man of many talents, with a very kind heart, and was always looking out for not only his family, but his fans. Now, have you seen any movies with Patrick Swayze? If so, what did you think? Did you think he was well liked? Did you think he was a good man? Patrick Swayze died on September 14th of 2009. But he did not leave this world without a documentary being made about him called I Am Patrick Swayze that also came out in 2009. Swayze will forever live on through his movies, My Sister's Car, and in our hearts. My name is Natalie Besson, and thank you.